So, have you been naughty or nice? That's what's on everyone's mind today, right? And then you go and you open your presents and you're like, this is just pleasant. It's like, please and thank you. So, if you got that far with me, you're doing a pretty good job. It's been a lot of work getting here all the way to Christmas, but we have succeeded and uh, we have company over, so we're just doing really hot. I say hot because it's just like getting this new blanket. I got it as a present. I'm like, this is what we're still needing when we are in the middle of winter, is that we have the heat ready for us, so we don't have to be cold, so we don't have to be suffering. So we got that. As we're close to 100 degrees, like, of course when there's snow outside, it's gonna melt if we get closer to it, if we hold it, if we touch it. uh uh my boyfriend, he said he doesn't need any presents. uh I got a lot of socks and bath sets. So I'm set too with my chocolate. That's such a like a womanly thing to get, right? But it's just, I was looking at this stuff like, oh, it's like this whole bridal thing is really coming together. But this TikTok said that I was gonna get married in Italy in 2026. I didn't post that one, but I thought it was kind of fun just to include that. Uh, when we have our company over, then I was considering that there was, uh, we have like underneath everything, we are incredibly amazing people. The foundation is excellent. It's more than words can explain. And it's just like where we get our surface from. It's just being able to reach down and take a peek at the miracles that are growing, and then just be able to say a few words in their notice. And things change when we get up a little bit, when we're like uh, coming up with something that came from that floor. Uh, I think it's like if we were 100% with any of this, if we were doing our best, if we had all of the success, then we would be like, we could share everything and have everything and do anything, and just perfect wouldn't even be necessary to label, because it would be so credited towards every tiny little thing to every big thing. Everything we're doing is something that has the continuation, the gradual. And that's, you take your company, and it's like, when did we learn to be greedy and selfish? And it's just like, that's like, we have this ginormous amount of information that we are looking at, and it's just like, we have this coming from the anti-establishments. I've been on antipsychotics, and I know that's kind of like a sensitive, like, confidential type of thing to talk about in detail, so I'm not going to go too far with that. But I would like to explain that we all live with this floor and we all have the company. So they're like, you're not alone. Well, actually, you're not together. But then all this is just like, yeah, we are together. We already know. It's just like we followed the truth and the loyalty to find love and communication. And so we have just this great disorganization of everything that we dislike and everything that we are told. I wasn't trying to go forward with that. I was trying to be good. I was trying to behave. I was trying to do the nice things. But then there's people who say, oh, I was too nice. Well, that wasn't too nice. Too nice is impossible. But what we get is that there's a problem that the issue comes back rising from the past. But we clear our minds from these things when we create distance and create love. I've leaned on love so much. I really just said that I meant I love you, and I hope for more hope to be available. And I really just like, I want you to know, like, I'm not being dishonest out of something that would take me to the next step of here we are, we gotta lay everything out in front of us. We are still protected, we are still kind. So, it's just like anything that you got this year, that is also for New Year's. So that's also supposed to be remembered for you as something that you have a great collection of identity. Identity is everywhere around us. Here's the thing. You could pick up one thing and be like, this is for me, and then you could pick up a different thing and be like, this is for me, and this is for the other thing. And then you could pick up a different thing and be like, this is for the other thing. You see? So there's people who would like they change their story because they're able to look at the past and they're able to say that I would have made a different decision today because I forgave so many circumstances and because I'm not sitting still in a situation. I kept going. And I keep being that shooting star. And the one that we have here, there's an angel that has lights changing different colors. And at first, I just wanted to be like, oh, that's so beautiful. Enjoy it. But I also took it as like, this is the price that we pay for having a group. Is that we must change colors. I know it sounds kind of funny when you're just talking about like, oh, I'm only human. What am I going to do about changing colors? But there's people there who are looking at things like black and white. They see gray, black and white, and pigment. And then there's people who are seeing flashes from the sun go with them inside after the light has been adjusted already. And I'm one of those people who sees rainbows following me everywhere, and I'm like, do I ever get tired of it? No, I don't. But then I'm like, okay, I feel like it's just made me more of a princess just by having that as like an addition to my personality.